Hello, this is Miss Di, and I'm going to be explaining our end of the year project. So, you're going to be planning a vacation for me to take this summer, okay? And Miss Di is going to talk to you about all the steps that you will need to complete your project, okay? So, let's take a look at the first page, all right? So, we see vacation planning, and then here it says travel options. How would they get there? So, how do you want me to get to my tropical island for my vacation? Do you want me to go by boat? Do you want me to go by plane? Or do you want me to go by car? Okay, so those are the three options for travel. Next, it says, where will they stay? So where do you want Miss Di to stay? Do you want me to stay at a motel? Do you want me to stay at a beach house? Okay, which one do you want me to stay in while I'm on my tropical paradise island? Okay, next, we're going to look at the different options for food, okay? So what do you want Miss Di to eat for dinner, okay? Do you want me to go to Cali's Cafe where they have sandwiches and pastries? Do you want me to go to Dino's Diner where they serve burgers, hot dogs, and milkshakes? Or do you want me to go to Fred's Fast Food where they serve chicken fingers, burgers, and fries? And lastly, do you want me to go to Ron's Restaurant where they serve steak, chicken, salads, and pasta? Okay, so here are my food options for my vacation. Okay, next. You can't go on a vacation without doing fun stuff, right? So let's take a look at all the activities that I can do on the island, okay? So, do you want me to go banana boat riding, bodyboarding, jet skiing, kayaking, paddleboarding, scuba diving, snorkeling, speed boating? Do you want me to swim with sharks? Do you want me to surf, tube, or water ski? So here's all the activities that I can do on my trip, okay? So here's the good stuff. Here's the juicy stuff, okay? Here's where you put in the work. Okay, so on this part of your packet, you're going to put your name here where it says John Smith. So this is just an example, but your name will go on the line where it says name. Then the budget. Everyone's budget is the same. So the budget for our trip is $800. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So the budget for my trip is $800. Miss Di cannot spend no more than $800. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why in a second, okay? Are you ready to plan your teacher's vacation? So are you ready to plan my vacation? You've been given a budget to follow. So the budget is $800, okay? This means you have a certain amount of money you are allowed to spend, okay? So we got to make sure that we do not go over $800, okay? You cannot spend more than this. Use this as a planning page and then neatly write their itinerary for them on the next page, okay? So this page right here, you're just going to use as planning. What do you think you want me to do on my trip, okay? So let's take a look at the first box. It says travel. So how will I get there, okay? So remember, the first page, it had three options. So for travel, I'm going to show you here. It had boat for $135. Do you want me to go by boat? Do you want me to go by plane for $159? Or do you want me to go by car, which is $95? But here's the trick, okay? It says include how your teacher will get there, get to their vacation, and how they will get home. So, however I get there, that's one way. But then Miss Di has to come back home. I have to come back to Memphis now. So you have to do another way. So either you can make me fly out, so go by plane there and come back home the same way, or you can go by boat and come back home in another way, okay? So I'm going to leave that option up to you, but you have to have two. So either you can do one twice or you can do two different ones, okay? So for example, once again, I can go by plane and come home by plane, but I can also go by plane and come home by boat or whatever option that you want me to do, okay? Next, okay? let's take a look at what Ms. Di wrote as her example. So this is me acting like a student. So I said, Ms. Di will travel by plane there and back. So that means I'm going to go by plane and come back by plane, okay? So that means each trip will cost me $159. How do I know that? If I look at the first page, it says plane costs $159. So it's not cost to go there and come back for $159. Each time I ride the plane, it's going to cost $159. And you're going to see why I said that. It's very important that you remember that, okay? So next is lodging. Where am I going to stay? Okay, and it says your teacher will be there for 3 nights. They can stay in the same place all 3 nights or move to a different spot. So I chose for my student example is to stay at the motel for 3 nights. Okay, but you can switch it up. Maybe 2 nights you want me to stay at the beach house, or and stay one other night at the motel, or all 3 nights you may want me to stay at the beach house. Okay, so what that means is, if I take a look at my example says Ms. Di will stay at the motel for 3 nights, okay? So that means I'm going to stay there for how many nights? 3. So each night that I stay is going to cost $115. Okay, so I have to add that up at the end. And remember, we're keeping track of those prices because we can't go over $800. That's the whole goal. That's the objective of the project, to make sure that we do not go over $800. Okay, so I'm going to break down how I made sure I didn't go over $800 in a second. But let's look at our other 2 options. Okay, food. Your teacher will buy groceries for breakfast and lunch. You need to plan out where they will go for dinner for the 3 nights they are on vacation. So I'm going to go back to this page. Okay, I need to come up with 3 nights or 3 dinners of where I'm going to eat. Okay, so I can go to Kelly's Cafe for $12, Dino's Diner for $13, Fred's Fast Food for $8, or Ron's Restaurant for $18. So I'm going to go back and look at my example. Ms. Di will eat at Ron's Restaurant, Dino's Diner, and Fred's Fast Food. So that means all 3 of those have different prices. So I have to add all those into my total. And remember, I can't go over $800. And I'm going to show you how I did not go over $800. Okay, and the next one is activities. You can't go on a fun vacation without doing anything, right? So let's plan those 3 activities. Let's see what I put. Your teacher would like to do at least 1 activity each day they are there. Plan out their 3 days of activities. Okay, so here's the fun thing. All right, I have to do at least 1 activity each day, but you may come up with more. Okay, but Ms. Di wants you to do 1 for each day. Okay, 1 for each day. That will help you make sure that you don't go over $800. So I chose scuba diving, surfing, and snorkeling. Okay, so let me look at my itinerary. So here's where you're going to break down the prices for each thing that you chose. So remember, I said for traveling, I'm going to go there by plane and I'm going to come home by plane. So each of those costs $159. So I put plane, 159, plane, 159. So if you say you want me to go by boat and come back in car, so boat will be on the first line and you'll tell me how much boating is, and then car will be on the next line and you will tell me how much it costs. Okay, so I said for lodging, I want to sleep at a hotel or a motel for 3 nights. So I put motel, 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 and I put the same prices here. Okay, because I want to be staying there for 3 nights, so that means the price does not change. Okay, so for food, I go to 3 different places. All right, I go to Ron's Restaurant, Don's Diner, and Fred's Fast Food. Okay, Ron's Restaurant, I will have to spend $18. At Don's Diner, it will be $13, and Fred's Fast Food, it will be $8. Okay, so for my activities, I have day 1, scuba diving, that's $50, surfing, that's $28, snorkeling, and that's $14. But guess what? At the end, here's the super duper task that we have to do. You have to figure out how much Ms. Di is going to spend on her trip. And you're going to do that by make sure you're adding up all this information over here, and it'll tell you how much I'm going to have to spend, okay? So it looks like in total, my trip will cost $794, okay? So here I'm going to put the total, and then you'll put your name. Sincerely, John Smith. So that's my example of my student. Okay, but here's another part that you have to do. Okay, so here you need to work out your budget. So remember, we cannot go over $800, right? So here's all the options that I chose. So first, I chose my first option of travel. Going to there, I'm going to ride by plane. I'm going to arrive by plane. Okay, so plane is $159. So I've subtracted that from 800. So I did all my calculations. I worked it out, and it showed that I will only have $6 left. So that means I did not go over $800. Okay, so if I subtract 800 from 6, it gives me $794. So that tells me what my total is that goes on that line. Okay, so here is our project. If you have any questions, Ms. Di is here to help you. You can always watch this video and ask me questions in class. Alrighty, good job and good luck. Alright, before Ms. Di ends this video, I have some quick tips. I do not want you to copy what I have, okay? So some of your things may be the same. Maybe you want me to go by plane and come back by plane. Okay, that's understandable. But your whole project should not look like my example at all, okay? This is just a model for you to see how you can plan out the vacation, but your answers should not be the same exact thing as Ms. Di, okay? So, once again, your answers should not be the same as mine, okay? You need to come up with your own plan for my vacation. Also, once again, your budget is $800. Your amount cannot go over 800. When you do your working out or your calculations and you see that your amount goes over 800, I can't take that trip, okay? You have to go back and fix some stuff, and that's where Ms. Di will be there to help you, okay? But your budget is 800, so that means you cannot spend anything over 800, all right? So if you work out your plan that you make, it will help you to know at the end. See here, I have $6 left to spend. So that means I didn't spend over 800 because I still have some money left over. Working out your stuff like this will help you to know if you have money left over or you went over. Because if you went over, you have to fix some stuff. And that's where Ms. Di will help you out at, okay? So you have to make sure that your math is correct. You may want to do a lot of big money activities, but if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you cannot go over your budget amount, okay? So this is going to help us with our math and our reading and our writing, okay? So at the bottom, I say, Ms. Di will have $6 left to spend, so I know I did not go over $800. So that means my trip will cost $794. That meets my budget, okay? So if you have any questions or any concerns, please let me know, okay? Let's take a look at the calendar. All right, our last day of school is the 27th. So we are going to be expected to bring this project in by Monday the 23rd because I want that day for us to present our projects. Okay, so if you have any questions or any concerns, please let me know in class, or you could class dojo me and I will help you with your project. We also will have a poster board component with it as well. I just want you to bring in a poster board or a 3D model or even a white construction sheet of paper, and I want you to draw out what you think the vacation will look like, okay? So you can show the plane up here. You could show where I'm going to stay. Maybe you could draw the beach house or the motel. You could draw some of the foods that I may eat or draw me doing some of the activities, okay? I'm going to leave that up to you. I want you to be as creative as possible. You can even clip some stuff out of magazines if you want to or print some things out. But I want you to bring in a project portion as well, like something where you create to show me the vacation part of it, okay? So either you could draw, you can print things out, or you can even make a 3D model of what you think the tropical vacation will look like, okay? But I'm going to leave that part up to you because I want you to present it when we get back to school on that Monday. So we're going to present Monday and Tuesday. So please make sure your project is turned in and complete on May 23rd. That's a Monday. All right. You got this. Good luck.